Yo, man, listen, it's a lot of us, a lot of Americans, almost, I want to say damn near 80% of us Americans is living paycheck to paycheck. And like one of the main thing is, and this is just one of the things, we try so hard to keep up with the Joneses. We try so hard to impress other people, uh, the social media and everything, but it's a lot of us leaving paycheck to paycheck. And like me and my uncle had a conversation yesterday, right? And he doesn't want me to make the same mistakes that he done when he was 36 years old. Like I got a golden opportunity, and I've been had a golden opportunity. Uh, but I'm a 36-year-old truck driver. I've been driving for 12 years, and you know, I'm in a perfect position to make something out of myself, and I'm on the right track to success. You know, but one of the main things is just and I'm just speaking on black people, like my people, and other minorities as well. It's really set up for us to. It's really set up the way the economy is. It's set up in a way where it's hard for black people and other minorities to save money. Like with the cost of everything, the cost of living, the cost of food, the cost of putting gas in your car, the cost of daycare, having somebody babysit your kids. Like, man, it's like really this economy and the way this world set up, and it's not just this world. This country is set up in a way it's hard for black people and other minorities to save money. We so caught up we so caught up in trying to be like the next person, the next man, the next woman. It's hard for us to save money, and it's a lot. It's like 70-80% of Americans, man, that's paycheck to paycheck. Blacks, whites, Hispanics, like Asian, it don't matter like what the color of your skin is, your race. Like living paycheck to paycheck don't discriminate. Like it just don't discriminate. But a lot of us, man, it's like we stuck in that cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, and it's a hard cycle to break. Like it really is a hard cycle to break. And I'm a truck driver. And listen, it's a lot of us truck drivers. A lot of us truck drivers living paycheck to paycheck. And should nobody be living paycheck to paycheck? You know what I'm saying? Even if you work at a dollar store, like it still ain't no need for a person to live paycheck to paycheck. But it's the cycle that we're caught up in. Trying to impress somebody, trying to be like the next person, and a lot of us we don't spend our money wisely. We don't spend our money wisely, and like my uncle was dropping game on me, like. If how can I say this? We gotta break the cycle. Not only that, he said some very important things to me. You gotta be able to save money, Xavier. He's like, boy, you gotta be able to save money because you never know when tragic will hit you. You never know what could aspire and what could happen that'll change your life in the snap of a finger. It could be some health issues. It could be some underlying health issues. It could be a tragedy in a family. It could be a tragedy at the job. It could be a bill. It could, it could be anything. Anything could change your life, and anything can change your finances in the drop of a finger, in the snap of a finger. Like, you never know what unexpected might happen. You know what I'm saying? Just like the pandemic proved us. Man, listen, when the pandemic hit, it showed that a lot of people, just like me and you, a lot of people didn't have 5-10 grand saved up. It showed that a lot of people don't have no money, don't have not 1 cent put aside. You know what I'm saying? When the pandemic hit, a lot of our loved ones was dying. A lot of people we know were passing away. And it also again showed that a lot of people don't have money to bury a loved one. A lot of people don't have a life insurance policy. A lot of Americans don't have that. You know, I can't be stuck on what another country do, but I could be stuck on America. And a lot of Americans don't have life insurance. A lot of us don't have 5 to 10 grand saved in the savings account. You know, speaking of life insurance, I gotta pay my life insurance policy this Wednesday, you know, when I get paid from my second job. But mind you, again, I'm a truck driver. Don't know truck driver has no business working a second job, but I have to have a second job because I'm trying to make ends meet. It's stuff that, you know, I want to do, want to accomplish. You know, not only that, you know, I need more money. You know, I'm underpaid in this profession. But not only that, y'all, it's better to have money and to save money than it is later on down the line you'll get some money. And it's very important. Not with just y'all, but with me too. It is very, very critical that I save money. We all save money because you never know what may transpire and what may happen in your life that'll change that. You know, and then a lot of us we all dependent on somebody. You know, we all dependent on somebody. So what if we can't depend on that somebody no more? You know, all of us is adults. All of us grown, you know, but we still depending on somebody, even though we grown, you know, and especially us as men, we really have to learn how to stand on our own and be independent and be self-sufficient, you know. But a lot of us lack being self-sufficient, you know, because we always dependent on somebody, you know. But it's gonna be a time where we can't depend on nobody but ourselves, you know. And I got a lot of responsibility, and I have to think about my responsibilities more than I have to think about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because my responsibilities are way more important than myself. You know, it's stuff that I have to take care of. It's stuff that I need to take care of. It's a lot of things in our own households that come first before anything else. So, you know, just me and my uncle had a conversation, man. I need to save money. It is very, very crucial that I save money with all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's very mandatory and very critical that we have good credit. It's very critical that we become and maintain being self-sufficient. We can't keep depending on nobody because, you know, ain't nobody gonna feed you. Ain't nobody gonna take care of you. Ain't nobody gonna clothe you except you. Ain't nobody gonna make sure your child support is paid but you. Ain't nobody gonna make sure that you got gas in your car, food on your table. The only person who in control of that, and the only person who gonna look out for you is you and your kids and your parents. If they, you know what I'm saying, like, Um, but you know, it's very important, man, that we take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it is very, very important that whatever vice that you have, you really gotta cut ties with that vice. Whether it be playing the lottery, drinking, smoking, getting high, bad eating habits, poor money management, you know, spending your money irresponsible is a vice. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of things can be vices, you know, but the fact of the matter is, man, you can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results. Like, you gonna have to make a change for you. Like, you gonna have to make a change in order to be successful, meaning your definition, because everybody's definition of success is different. You know what I'm saying? Your definition of success may not be the same as mine, and my definition of success may not be the same as yours. But in order to reach your self-happiness, is certain things you're gonna have to cut ties with, whether it be people, vices, whatever it is, man. You gonna have to do a lot better, for real. We all gotta do a lot better. But at the end of the day, man, it's better for us to have money than hoping in the future we'll get some money. You know, so, and then saving is very, very, very important. Very important. And like I said, the pandemic didn't prove that. A lot of us, and I mean a lot of us, don't have thousands of dollars set aside. A lot of us don't have thousands of dollars set aside if we wanted to close on a house. Let's say you did get approved for the mortgage and everything. Now you got closing costs and escrow and all of that. Most of us ain't even got $5,000-$10,000 to close on a house. I'm gonna give you another one. A lot of us need first month, last month security deposit on apartment. We ain't even got that. So how we gonna move? How you know, man? It's a lot of things we struggle at, but we can't. It's a lot of it ain't our fault. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it ain't our fault. It's a cycle that we as minorities we have been thrown and tossed into. You know, it's a never ending cycle. And like I said, listen, we ain't got no reason to be ashamed. Like, we really don't got no reason to be ashamed, because it's a lot of us, 70-80%. It's a high percentage of Black Americans, white Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans. It's a lot of us in that cycle of that paycheck to paycheck. So it ain't nothing to be ashamed. It ain't nothing to feel bad about. It ain't nothing to be ashamed about, because it's a lot of us that's on the same ship. For real. It's a lot of us in the same boat, in the same ship. Because it's not a boat, it's a ship. It's a ship of us in that cycle of paycheck to paycheck. Every time we spend something, we checking the bank account. Every time we go somewhere, we checking the bank account. A lot of us only got one bank account, you know, which is crazy. You know, it shouldn't be like that. We should have more than one bank account, you know, more than one checking account, more than one savings account, you know. But it's, you know, it's a cycle. And then, man, it be the internet too. You can't say it's not, because it is. It be social media. We always trying to keep up with the Joneses. We always trying to keep up with the next woman, next man. Man, we gotta stop trying to impress people, because the same people we trying to impress, they not going out their way trying to impress us, you know. But it's you know, life has really taught us a lesson. And then another thing, man, the older we get, the older we get, it's gonna be hard. The older you get, it is hard. It is very hard for you to find a job the older you get. That's one thing people don't talk about, but it be talked about. The older you get, the harder it is for you to find employment. For real. I'm 36, so it's easy for me to find employment. But when I'm 46 and 56, it's gonna be even harder for me to find employment, especially with this with robots taking over. A lot of us is being replaced by robots, especially with this AI, this artificial intelligence. Man, listen, it's gonna be a lot of us without a job. A lot of us is gonna be without income. So it's best to get prepared now than later on down the road, because it's gonna hit the fan. With this artificial intelligence, you got robots taking over, you know, the employment. You know, it ain't gonna be too much need for men and women to be on anybody's assembly line or at a job, because, you know, with robots and AI taking over, man, it's crazy. Another thing, y'all, man, listen, teachers are gonna be out of work, man. The kids is learning on the tablets and the computer. Ain't gonna be no need for a teacher to be in the classroom when the computer gonna be teaching the student. You know, like, man, your kids is gonna start learning everything from a tablet, everything from the internet. Ain't gonna be no need for no book. Ain't gonna be no need for no teacher. None of that, man. So with the technology, with the AI and the robots, and man, just the internet, man, it's gonna be a lot of us without a job. So we need to prepare ourselves. Dang, what are we gonna do when times change? Like, what are we gonna do 10 years, 15 years down the line? You know, we're gonna be living like the Jetsons. You know, ain't gonna be no more combustible engines. And you know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be electric. I mean, this world is changing. You know, and change, people are scared of change. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know if the change gonna be for the good or for the bad, for the rich or for the poor. You know, but we gotta adapt. Not only that, we gotta save money, because you never know. Cash always gonna be king. Don't get it twisted. Cash always gonna be king. But you have to have cash in order to be king. So we gotta get on track, you know, because this world is changing, and you know, we need to start preparing ourselves mentally and financially for our own future, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with y'all, man. You know, make a video and tell y'all, you know, what's been on my mind. Yeah, man, we just need to get out that cycle of that paycheck to paycheck. But we need to get on the same cycle as saving money, you know. And like I said, you know, if you got a life insurance policy, keep it current, you know. Make sure you maintain your payments and everything. I got one, you know, so, but not only that, you always gotta want better and better for yourself. You know, a lot of us is content. A lot of us is, we settle, you know, and that's the problem. Like, we always settling for something. You know, we need to go after what we want, you know. So, what's the point of settling down at a job, knowing that ain't the job that you want to be at, knowing that ain't the workplace you want to be at? So, you know, I'm not gonna settle no more. I'm tired of settling, very tired of settling. You know, I'm not happy where I'm at. I want better for myself at the end of the day. You want better for yourself at the end of the day. But, you know, we gotta stop being content where we at and start striving and going after what it is you really want, what it is you really need. So, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with y'all, man. To get that off my chest and everything. But yeah, make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.